third. Gemalong Jagger didn't fire its run fourth, followed home by Scarlet Wish, and Moonga was back at the rear.
Number 3, Elusive Clover, 10.30 and $3. National Alarm, even money. Gold Hiker, no third dividend. It's time to take it a Bendigo now. They are moving in quite well, so let's join Adam.
There's the light, they're set now. Gates open, a good level start, and Mountain Time down towards the inside got away well, and driving through the favourite Space Prince looking for the lead. Not too far away is the Beals Pride, Sydney Flyer, then Pete's Passion. Down on the inside, Bromac, further back to Ben Glide, followed by In Square. A long break settling down behind those K's Regret, followed then by Mr. Crow, and Beat It was last of all. As they settle down and race inside the 1,000 metre mark, a good race for the lead. Where's the Beals Pride raced around the outside to go to the lead now. As they race down the sides, the Beals Pride a half a length Space Prince. A neck off third on the outside, Sydney Flyer, followed then by Mountain Time. Up on the outside, Pete's Passion, further back to Ben Glide. A length behind those racing down the side of the track, Mr. Crow, followed by In Square, well back Beat It, followed by Case Regret. And the last one was Bromac at the 600 metre mark though. And they're coming at this leader, where it's Space Prince on the inside, taken on now and headed by Zabeel's Pride. Sydney Flyer's running on. Mr. Crow going wide as looking for the firmer going. Then Beat It, followed by Pete's Passion. Back behind those Mountain Time angling for a run, and the next one was Ben Glide at the top of the straight with 400 to go. Out very wide, the old boy Beat It's raced up with Mr. Crow. It's Mr. Crow kicking back in front of Beat It. Mountain Time getting through on the centre. Further back behind those Sydney Flyer, there's many chances. Now it's Mr. Crow reaching the lead. Mr. Crow and Mountain Time, they're drawing clear. Mr. Crow, Mountain Time pulling out plenty near the line. Mountain Time a half length in front. Mr. Crow dive near the line, it's very close. Mountain Time or Mr. Crow could go either way. Close for third, K's Regret or Beat It. Then Sydney Flyer back behind those Pete's Passion. The next one was Ben Glide's Zabeel's Pride. Then In Square, further back to Bromac, and Space Prince has pulled up last. Oh, this is a close one. Mountain Time looked the winner with a couple of strides to go, but Mr. Crow on the outside has lunged. Now both these runners are out towards the outside fence, and normally it would favour the outside, which on this occasion is Mr. Crow. Now, Mountain Time drew about a half a length in front, looked all set to win the race, but Mr. Crow has pulled out a lot right near the line, and will stand by for the result. Number 9 is the winner. Mr. Crow is the winner on the outside. Mr. Crow has lunged on the outside, ridden by Jason Lee. Second goes to number 2, Mountain Time, the rider Matthew Carl. Good ride by that young boy, Jason Lee. Mr. Crow, trained by Peter Staunton, raced by R. Walters, a 6-year-old bay gelding, Victory Prince out of Westwood Crow. Now, number 8 is third, K's Regret is third. 9-8. Number 2, Mountain Time, Matthew Carl for Gratzvella, and K's Regret, Laurie Barrett, Kylie Blanco. So the numbers are official, 9-8. 4 was fourth, that being Beat It, the old boy. 1:27.63 the time. Sectional 39.27. 1:27.63, 39.27, and in the last stride, Mr. Crow has got up to beat Mountain Time with K's Regret third, and we'll have more in a moment.
We certainly will. Race number 10, here is Kel.
Yes, thanks, Nick. They're moving over here for the running of race 10. Long odds on Murata Vale. Lisa McFarlane, she's trained 3 earlier winners today. She's looking for a quartet here with Murata Vale. Bit of class, number 8, Best Back to Beat It. All set. Race 10. Racing. Good line, bit of class showing pace. Murata Vale, the inside, got away fairly with Rick O'Dean. Up to third, the centre was Black Tashka, followed by a bit of class. Sugar Train's well back with Benjamin Road. Well, the 3's on favourite down the back. Murata Vale dashes 3 lengths clear on Rick O'Dean. Bit of class is running a big race. The fence followed then by Sugar Train, Black Tashka and Benjamin Road. Murata Vale about to swing. 4 or 5 to Rick O'Dean and bit of class, who can't do any better. And it's 4 winners for Lisa McFarlane as Murata Vale wins the 10th. Murata Vale first from Rick O'Dean. Sugar Train's run third. 4th home was Bit of Class. 5th in Black Tashka, and last and 6th home was Benjamin Road.
1, 2 and 4 there. A nice win to that horse, that greyhound rather, Murata Vale, beating Rick O'Dean and Sugar Train. Protest is still on at the coast. That's second against first, still on, 6, 2 and 3.
Waiting for the signal from the stipe. It's very skinny on the tote there. Brandon Bale, both on Super Tab and on New South Wales. Much better trackside, of course, with the bookmakers this time. Okay, Nothing much doing here. They're right on start time. There's the signal from the stripe as they move over. Busy Banner and Son of Izmir, they've drawn 7 and 8 respectively. Smooth Waters in 6, Brian's Call 5. Farrell Road 3, Raid the Safe 2, and Brandon Bale, box 1. Being loaded. Evens come up, they will complete the second line. And the starter has a final look, everything say okay. The green light goes on for the Wilson Watt Accountant Stake, grade 5 over the 530. Set to go. Off. And Farrell Road got the best of it. Brandon Bale endeavouring to match her in the early part, followed by Son of Izmir. Smooth Waters is going via the fence and running a tad deep. Brian's Call from Raid the Safe. Smooth Waters is in bother there, and Busy Banner's back to the tail. Up the back, and the favourite assumes authority here. Brandon Bale dashes out by 5 to Farrell Road. A couple to the inside comes Son of Izmir. Further back to Brian's Call, and then Raid the Safe, followed then by Busy Banner. Around the bend, Brandon Bale kept going by Farrell Road, and Brandon Bale gives the McFarlane 6 winners. Brandon Bale first, second Farrell Road, and third home was Son of Izmir. Further back to Brian's Call, Raid the Safe. Last in, or second last in, Busy Banner, and Smooth Waters. Something's gone amiss with it. It failed to complete the course.
138 there, Brandon Bale. 6 winners for McFarlane's fantastic performance there at Canberra this afternoon. Righto, now race 7 at Bendigo. Classic Prince at 7.40, 250 Mystic Morse, Blue Risker at 10, 480 for Vain Trace.
2 to move in. Thank you, Nick. Sir Avalanche goes up. Waiting on Beauvale. Good clash. Oh, this will be a good clash between Normal Practice and Trico. Beauvale's got a chance. Mystic Storm. But all eyes on Normal Practice. Resuming today. Beauvale goes up. They're all in now. Sept, race 7. The Devil and City Chemist Class 6 plate, 1,200 metres. The line is set, waiting on that light. Fenian stands up, Superior Step. The light is on. Gates open. Good start it was, although Fenian went back to the tail of the field, and Trico got away well, and Mystic Storm on the inside. Now Dazzle Dance is not too far away. Behind those, Beauvale. Further back in the field, Bobson Boy, followed then by Normal Practice about centre field when they settle down. Up on the outside, Sir Avalanche. Further back to Alizari. The next one was the Superior Step, followed by Preferred Date, and Fenian last of all as they leave the back and race down the side. A good race for the lead. Mystic Storm a long neck in front. Trico second up on the outside. 2 behind those, Dazzle Dancer. A further break in the field then came Beauvale. Normal Practice looming up on the outside. A length and a half behind those, Sir Avalanche going up wide. Then Alizari. Well back, Preferred Date, followed by Bob Sandboy. And Fenian and Superior Step with the last pair. Around the turn, 425 metres to go. They're fanning wide. Out wide, Trico raced up on the outside of Mystic Storm. Into the clear now. Running on was Normal Practice, followed by Alizari. Then Beauvale, and back behind those, Sir Avalanche. And further back to Dazzle Dancer. Trico reached the lead. Normal Practice on the outside. Fences running on, and Beauvale is putting in a run, but here's Normal Practice racing up to Trico. Mystic Storm is battling away, followed then by Alizari. Alizari is getting through to Trico. Alizari and Trico. Alizari doing best on the outside. Alizari beat Trico close for third. We had Beauvale, Mystic Storm pulling up quickly there. Normal Practice, then Sir Avalanche. Superior Step back behind those, Preferred Date, then Fenian, Dazzle Dancer, and Bob Sandboy was last. Alizari, ridden by Tim Phillips. At any old price, I'd imagine. 1:15.49 was the time. 11 is the winner, Alizari, on the outside, or close enough to the outside. 11 Alizari, ridden by Tim Phillips, has beaten number 10, Trico, Danny Beasley, and will stand by for third. It's fairly close. 11.10 and a photo. 1:15.49, 39.97. Now number 2 is third, Beauvale. So the numbers 11.10.2. 11.10.2 the numbers. The winner, Alizari, trained by Keith Dryden, ridden by Tim Phillips, raced by A.F. Van Arkel, K.M. Bennett, T.J. Griffith, W.C. Grant, V.G. Mackenzie, and W.M. Ruffton. A 5-year-old brown mare, Canonise, out of Twirling, and trained by Keith Dryden, ridden by Tim Phillips at big odds. Number 10, Trico, second. Ken Callaghan, Danny Beasley, a 4-year-old bay mare, Groucho, Take the Blame, and Beauvale, also trained by Keith Dryden, a 7-year-old bay gelding, Select Prince out of Tianjara, and the rider Shane Pawsey. Now the margins, a length by a half. 1 length by a half were the margins. And that winner at big odds, Alizari.
Race 12 set. Ready. And racing on as memory flew out from box 8, and she's going to lead Ostie's Wizard, followed then by Lady Vamp. Kathy Kay gets across to 4th, followed then by Firestick Fella, who's about 8 lengths off the lead. Ostie's Wizard runs past on as memory, passes 300 boxes. Lady Vamp's breathing down their necks. 2 off then to Kathy Kay, followed by Firestick Fella. You can throw a tea towel over them as they come to the 600 boxes. Here comes the Lady. Lady Vamp's after Ostie's Wizard as they turn, and Kathy Kay late. Lady Vamp in front. Kathy Kay lunged and got there. Kathy Kay's got up in the nick of time to beat Lady Vamp. Ostie's Wizard tired to get third. They were followed home by the early leader Honour's Memory, and Firestick Fella was back at the tail.
Righto, 4, 1 and 2 there, race number 12 from Canberra. And that's the greyhounds dispensed with today. Thank you very much to Kel O'Rourke for his performances today at the Canberra Racecourse. And for all those greyhound fans, don't forget about tonight's the catching pen at 7:30 with Mark Duclos, who'll look at all the information we need to know about.
Starters orders for the last of the day here at Canberra. There's the light, they're set. Gates open. Now Royal Raver missed it, went back to the tail of the field, and getting out very well was Silk Bohini and Crimson Covet, and also Cinnamon Sky and Slanger going up towards the lead. In behind those lusties, they sort themselves out, followed by Zadora, then Abhishek and Kirov down on the inside, then Like a Kai. Parliament Horses back third last, followed by Royal Raver, and last was Top Wesselton as they raced down the side. 750 to go. Cinnamon Sky moved up on the outside to share the lead with Slang. Now Zadora goes up to make a line of 3, and off the track running on there was Parliament Horse. Further back behind those lusty, followed by Kirov and Abhishek. Crimson Covet is getting up along the inside. They're bunching as they race towards the turn. Back behind those Royal Raver gaining ground. Then Like a Kai well back in the field, followed by Silk Wahini, and Top Wesselton is last. But around the turn, in fairly heavy rain, they go to the outside fence. Cinnamon Sky race to the lead from Slang at the top of the straight. In behind those lusty, followed by Zadora, and Parliament Horse is coming down the outside. Further back behind those Royal Raver running on, and then Kirov and Silk Wahini down on the inside, but it's Cinnamon Sky and Slang. They're the two widest runner. Slang, Cinnamon Sky, Royal Raver getting up along the inside. Here's a great three-way go. It's Slang and Cinnamon Sky, Royal Raver. Royal Raver darted through, hit the lead, and Royal Raver wins the last. Slanger second, Cinnamon Sky third, followed by Crimson Covet, then Lusty. Kirov back in the field with Abhishek, followed by Silk Wahini, the next one. Top Wesselton, Parliament Horse, further back to Like a Kai, and Zadora was the last one. That was a good win by Royal Raver. Missed the jump. Ryan Wiggins, the winning rider, didn't panic when he missed the jump. Young Ryan Wiggins was a clear last out of the stalls, but handled the conditions very well, being by Opera Prince out of Queen of Vineley, raced by Mr. Bert Rumble, a 5-year-old bay gelding, lightly raced. That was Royal Raver's 4th start today, and going on that win, there are more wins in store. Royal Raver, Ryan Wiggins for John Morrissey. 1 Slang second, Dean Grivell for Danny Williams, and number 2 is third, Cinnamon Sky, Jules Dismay, and the rider Adrian Late. 4-1-2, Royal Raver, a 5-year-old bay gelding, Opera Prince out of Queen of Vineley, Ryan Wiggins, raced by Mr. Bert Rumble, beating number 1 Slang, a 4-year-old brown gelding, Justice Prevails, Nikita, Danny Williams, Dean Greville, and Cinnamon Sky, a 5-year-old bay horse, Demister out of Gazayil, Jules Dismay, Queenbee and Adrian Late. 4-1-2 on the last. The time was 1:15.65. 1:15.65, 39.26 the sectional. 4-1-2, 10 was 4th, Crimson Covet. 13 finished 5th, that being Lusty. Now the winning margin is short neck, a half length. Short neck, a half length, the margins. That wraps it up from Canberra today. I'll send Wade down the line. Say good afternoon. And don't forget we have a big TAB meeting at Queanbeyan next Sunday. And the following day, Monday, the TAB meeting is at Mudgee. Until then, good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Tony. Good afternoon to you.